Hey everybody, Casey here. Welcome back to Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery. I finally got all of my offerings ready to go. Now it is time to go to the Centaur Camp for the very first time and see if the Centaurs will actually help me in all this. Torvus is basically saying that his herd will see if my offerings are good or not. They're going to judge me harshly. So what does this place look like? Okay. It's a little smaller than I thought it would be. I can't believe I'm finally into Centaur Camp. You're quite fortunate. Few humans are granted the privilege to visit. However, I would not celebrate just yet. You still need to present your offerings to the Centaur chosen to be your judge. He will decide whether you are welcomed and allowed to seek or help deciphering your prophecy, or forbidden from returning. For Hogwarts' sake and mine, I hope it's the former. Decoding this prophecy might help me find the last cursed vault and break its curse before Rick can. We absolutely can't let her get her hands on whatever inside. While we wait for your judge to arrive, I am curious to hear what an outsider thinks of our camp. It feels safe, it feels dangerous, it feels magical. None of those, it feels cozy. It feels safe, which is surprising since we're surrounded by a forest full of deadly creatures. I certainly missed his warmth while I was exiled. It looks like your judge is ready, Casey. Hey man, how's it going? Oh my goodness, he's so tall. I thought Torvus was like pretty big. Casey, I am Ferenz of the Forbidden Forest Centaur herd. I will be determining if you are worthy to remain as a guest in our camp. Now, present your offerings. You alright? Do you have like some kind of like tick or tweak? Why are you blinking on one eye? My first gift is a rare star chart. It has hundreds of years worth of star movements on it. This is a fascinating find. I am eager to study it. Next is a batch of Hagrid's, infamous rock cakes. I've sworn off Hagrid's rock cakes after I lost a tooth to one. But the fact that you're friends with Hagrid, one of my few friends of the herd, reassures me. Finally, a bunch of lavender from Hogwarts' greenhouses. It can be used many ways, even as an insect repellent. Is that so? Relief from these flies is much welcomed. Now that I have seen your offerings, I am ready to make my decision. Step forward, Casey. Everything you said was positive, so if you go negative on me... It is my decree that you shall be welcomed to our camp as our honored guest. Thank you, Ferenz. And you too, Torvus. Yeah. Ferenz has been one of the few in our herd who is sympathetic to humans. I simply believe we have all more to gain by working together than apart. Is there like more judges? Are there other judges that are not sympathetic towards humans? Because that's kind of biased. I want a do-over. I want a judge who's not biased towards humans. I must do whatever I think is right, be it helping humans or otherwise. And for now, that includes helping Casey understand his prophecy. You'll help me uncover the true meaning behind Trelawney's prophecy? Yes, Torvus told me all about your situation with the prophecy, the curse vaults, and the petrification curse. If your school is truly in danger and decoding this prophecy may help keep the young ones safe, then I am happy to lend my talents. And what talents they are, Ferenz is truly gifted at divination. It sounds like I'm in good hands. Now, share this prophecy with me, and we'll see if this reputation truly precedes me. Were you able to divine any answers about the meaning of the Trelawney's prophecy, friends? I have a few initial impressions, but to get a clear answer, I will need to study the heavens. Unfortunately, accuracy in monitoring the movements of the planets and stars is no easy task and will take time. However, you have my word that I will not cease until I can provide you answers. And when Ferenz gives his word, he always keeps it. Thank you, Ferenz. Even just knowing you're working on it makes me feel better. I will seek you out when the heavens have made the truth behind your prophecy clear to me. Until then, I urge you to stay safe and keep your friends close. Because while I cannot pin down the specifics of the prophecy yet, I can safely say that danger and strife are in your future. Well, that is obvious. Also, the voice I do for Torbis really does not go well now, in my opinion. Beatrice! Goth Beatrice! You said you had something to ask me, Beatrice? Yes, I wanted to tell Penny to leave me alone. Just like you should have done after Penny talked you into checking in on me back in the courtyard. I take it she started trying to talk to you? At first it was just annoying. But since I found the petrified student, her smothering has become unbearable. I've been hiding in here just to get away from her. You know, if you stop ignoring her and talk to her about how you're feeling after seeing the new statue curse, Penny will probably tone it down. But I don't want to talk to Penny about it, that's the point! Bee, there you are! Why am I chuckling? Speak of the devil, I was going to say the same thing. Professor Snape told me you skipped your makeup potions lessons this afternoon. The professors were gracious enough to help you catch up on the classes you missed while you were... Just say it, while I was trapped in a portrait. The point is, they went out of their way for you and you just ignored them. I never asked them to do that, just like I never asked you to butt into my business. I'm just worried about you, especially now. Anyone would be upset after seeing the petrified student. And since when is caring and worrying about your sister butting into your business? Since you started trying to change me. I just wanted to help you get back to your cheerful, happy self. But I can't go back, and I don't want to go back anyway. I like who I am now. It sounds like you two have a lot to talk about. I should go. No, Casey, please stay. Yes, don't leave me alone with her. Alright, I'll stay, but only if you two at least talk and try to get along. Of course, all I want to do is get along with Bee. Whatever. I suppose I'll take that as a yes. That's cool. I'm just gonna sit here for 3 hours and do nothing. It's not like I had plans or anything. So, after talking things out, do you two feel any better? No! All this has proved is that Penny isn't even trying to understand me. How can I understand you when you keep pushing me away? I just want things to be like they were before. Yes, by pretending everything I went through didn't happen. Can't you see how messed up that is? I bet Casey understands, don't you, Casey? No, Casey knows that I'm just worried about you, right, Casey? Of course. I'm sorry, Beatrice, but I have to side with Penny. She just wants to make sure you're alright, and misses how close you two were. Thank you, Casey. I need you to understand. I can't believe I used to admire you. Bee, take that back. No, I told you don't call me that. I told you to use Beatrice now. But why? I wish you'd stop this nonsense. Yes, well, I wish you were my sister. I wish you'd just disappear. I'm sorry you had to hear that, Casey. Given everything that's happened with your brother, that was not alright. And I'm sorry for dragging you into our argument without thinking how it would affect you. Hey, don't worry about it, it's all good. Thanks, Penny, but... Wait, is it my imagination or is there a skull missing from the shelf? A skull? Why would a skull be missing? Well, last time we talked, Ben mentioned stealing skulls from here and stealing them. You don't think he'd actually do that, do you? I'm not so sure what this new personality of his is capable anymore. But if Ben didn't take the skulls, I know where to find him. It's time to take a trip to Nocturne Alley. Does that mean I get to go with Penny? I could use the company. Oh, good old Nocturnally. We're at Morgan. I think a skull's gone missing from the artifact room. Please tell me you didn't pinch it and are here to find a buyer. No, I'm here for something much more important. Answers. Answers? Yes, about what Rakepick has been up to over the final Curse Vault. Searching around the castle hasn't turned up many leads. You're trying to hunt down Rakepick and find the final Curse Vaults? Since when? Since I decided to stop being a protectee and start becoming the protector. I'll do whatever it takes to protect my friends from the Curse Vault and Rakepick. Including interrogating every one of these dodgy witches and wizards until I get those answers. I'll even use force if I have to. Are you mad? That's not a bad idea. You know, that actually is a good idea, because then he could be the guinea pig, and then I could swoop in and just like finish him off, finish the scrap, so to speak, and get all the credit. But I can't do that option, can I? So I'm gonna have to say, are you crazy? Are you mad, Ben? Threatening people around here is a good way to get yourself hurt, or worse. It's also a good way to get information. These lowlifes only respond to fear on galleons. So unless you happen to have extra galleons lying around, this is our only option. I know you're trying to be brave, Ben, but this is just reckless. Think what you want, but I'm not going to sit here and wait for the statue curse to spread or for Rakepick to attack. I'm going to take action. Don't try and stop me. You there, you're going to tell me what I want to know. Or else. You don't know who you're messing around with, kid. Oh, Mundungus Fletcher, yep. You know this dodgy wizard, Casey? Unfortunately, Mundungus is a thief I ran into while tracking down the Curse Vault last year. Quit saying me names so loud, Casey. I don't want him to know I'm here. Don't want who to know you're here. Trust me, you don't want to know. This one's dangerous, even compared to the lot around these parts. But I suppose I could be persuaded into talking, for a price. Bombarda! On second thought, I'm feeling generous. I'll tell you everything I know, free of charge. Oh, I thought he missed. So you feel like a big man pushing around a guy who can't fight back? Let's see what happens when you fight someone who actually can. I vaguely recall Madame Villanelle telling me last year that you lost a duel to a wizard in white robes. If I remember correctly, he used incantations you'd never heard before. That's him! He was right, a dodgy character, and that's coming from me. So you spotted this wizard in the white robes around Nocturnally again. And instead of confronting him again, you've been hiding out until he leaves. Hiding out sounds bad. I prefer to think of it as laying low for my own self-preservation. Is this white-robed wizard really that bad? Yes, but I'd also rather not remind him that I have its valuables. You stole from him? I wouldn't call it stealing, I'd call it relieving him of the burden of its material possessions. Now if you don't mind, I gotta get back to I mean laying low. See ya. Also, what did he steal? Ben, you're lucky which is Mundungus you threatened. You could have gotten hurt. Exactly. I didn't learn anything new about Rakepick or the Final Curse Vaults. I wouldn't call that lucky. Look, we'll talk about his risky behavior later. I promised I'd meet Dumbledore in his office. Alright, Dad. Hey, you smug bastard. Try not to threaten any more dark wizards or witches while I'm gone. No promises. Once again, punchable face. Oh, thank you for not making me wait. I don't think I'm gonna win that one, man. But you never know. stranger things have happened. Or whatever that cliche saying is. Professor, did you call me back in the office because you tracked down Rakepick? I'm afraid not, but I can assure you that apprehending her remains a top priority. Then, what did you want to discuss? You. Last we talked, you had just returned from the Cursed Vaults. You were still processing Madame Rakepick's betrayal and your reunion with your brother. How have things been since then? Not great. Some of my friends have changed since breaking the curse on the buried vaults. Then there's the statue curse. Yes, I heard about Professor Snape that you and Miss Hayward were the first to find the petrified student. He also informed me about a suspicion that is related to the final Cursed Vaults. That's not all. Professor Trelawney gave me a prophecy that might contain clues about both. Thankfully, the Centaurs are helping me decode it. The Centaurs, you say? Convincing them must have been quite a feat. They rarely choose to interact with humans. That's not even all of it. I appreciate you telling me all of this, but I am more interested in hearing how you are doing emotionally. Why? Because your well-being is important, Mr. Casey. You have experienced things that would be hard for anyone to cope with, let alone someone your age. It is only normal that you be working through some heavy emotions related to those experiences. And as your headmaster, I'd like to know how you are feeling so I can better help. I'm angry, I'm sad, I'm afraid. I don't like any of those. I am actually confident that I can do all the things that I say I can do. But I'll go, I'm sad. Time to go all emo on Professor Dumbledore. I feel sad. Sad that Rakepick, who I thought understood me, which is using me. Sad that I can't see my brother after being apart for so long. Sad that my friends and classmates have to live in fear of being cursed again. But most of all, sad that my friends have been traumatized all because I dragged them into this. Casey, you could have not have known what Madame Rakepick was going to do. And while I'm sure they wish things had gone better, I doubt your friends regret helping you. Remember, you have a right to be sad. Don't feel like you have to ball it up or keep it to yourself. Thank you, Professor. That makes me feel a bit better. You mentioned earlier that your friends had changed. What do you mean by that? That's a long story. I have time. Go ahead and tell me everything. Oh, you have time, you say? Well, whenever I need you, you're never around. Some friend you are. Well, at least it's not 8 hours. Alrighty, well now it's time to talk to Charlie. So what do you want to talk about, Casey? I thought you want to hear about my visit with Torvis, since you and Percy gave me the idea. He couldn't decode Trelawney's prophecy, but he helped me convince his herd to let me visit the Centaur Camp. Can you believe that? I'm one of the very few people who have ever seen it. A Centaur named Ferenz even agreed to help me make sense of the prophecy. With any luck, it'll contain a clue to finding the last Cursed Vault and breaking the statue curse. That's nice, Casey. Nice? Charlie, this can help me save Hogwarts and stop Rakepick. I thought you'd be eager to hear the news, but you seem totally disinterested. Percy was right, you're not acting like yourself. I'm sorry, Casey, I suppose my mind's elsewhere. This has to do with what you said in the library about Rakepick's betrayal affecting you, isn't it? I feel a bit guilty feeling this way since I didn't come with you to the buried vault and wasn't personally affected. But hearing about everything Rakepick did to you from Bill made me realize how cruel people can be. Living with dragons seems much more better in comparison. They might try to kill you too, but at least their intentions are always clear. That's why I'm thinking of dropping out of Hogwarts to train dragons in Romania? I sympathize. Are you mad? Hey, you gotta do what you love, right? I sympathize with you, Charlie. Given what's happened, I think we've all been feeling like some sort of magic of Hogwarts has been lost. Unfortunately, yes. But even so, I still don't think you should run away. Before you make a final decision, let's talk things over. I think you'll see why you shouldn't leave Hogwarts. So no quest. Relationship thing? Yeah! Sweet! I just want to run away. Take me with you. Running away won't solve things, and leave your brother behind, middle one. It was the bottom one. I knew it as soon as I tapped it. I'm like, ah, wrong one. Why should I stay? To continue your studies, your friends and family need you to win the Quidditch Cup. Okay, well I know it's not that one. What if I'm betrayed again? I'll beat them up, you'll get used to it, you can't live in fear of what ifs. Bottom one. A little bumpy in the first one, but everything's going smoothly. What does it matter if I leave? Gryffindor will lose in Quidditch. You regret giving up, I'll miss you. Middle one. What if Rick Pick returns? The professors will protect us. We'll stop her. She'll want revenge. Middle one. But I'd rather live with dragons. We can't always do what we want. Hogwarts will prepare you for that. You'll be able to after Hogwarts. It's still enough. He's only level 1? Wow. And I got 5 gems that I never use. Well, you convinced me. I'm going to stay here and finish my last 2 years at Hogwarts. I might not be a huge fan of people right now, but I don't want to leave my family and friends. Plus, it can't hurt to get in 2 more years of care of magical creatures before I live with dragons. That's a relief. I take it our talk made you feel better? A little bit. It was nice to get things off my chest. I haven't had someone I felt I could talk to since Bill graduated. I understand. Hogwarts doesn't feel the same without him. Luckily for us, Bill's coming back to Hogwarts tonight. Oh, what a coincidence. But Bill's busy with his job as a curse breaker for Gringotts, isn't he? Yeah, why would he be coming back? Bill won't say, only that we're in for a surprise. I like surprises. Well, looks like I'm getting nothing. Because it's over, we've also got 2 more chapters that were added because originally there were 7. Now there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 9. 9 chapters. So in this chapter I went to the Centaur Camp. We also are kind of close anyway to getting the prophecy deciphered, decoded, and Bill's coming back. And that should be a lot of fun. So I'll see you with more Harry Potter Hogwarts Mystery in the near future. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye everybody.